Hello guys and welcome to episode number 30. Wow, I can't believe it's been already 1 month of doing this series. There are still about 900 more problems to solve, so plenty more videos to come. In today's video, we're going to be solving 5 more SQL problems, and in this one, we're going to be doing Facebook again. So let's check out problem number 1 right here. We have to list all of the interactions here of user with the ID of 4 on either day or 2. We have 2 filters here, user ID 4 and day to be 0 or 2. Now list all interactions. It seems the table literally contains the word interaction, so probably 1 row equals 1 interaction. We have to list everything, the asterisk. Now let's get started here. Let's check out the data. It seems we have a day. Let's filter for that since that's the easy part here. The day to be either 0 or 2. We're going to say day in 0 or 2 right there. Day could be either of these two. Now it says all interactions of user 4. Now, since we have 2 different columns of users, we have to check if user 4, it's either user 1 or user 2. And since we want the day to be in either one of those two, we have to say and, because we want these to be true at the same time. We're going to open parentheses here. I'm going to say user 1 equals with 4 or user 2 equals with 4. So we want day to be either this or this, and user 1 to be 4 or user 2 to be 4. And we're going to select everything right here. And let's check out the solution. And it seems everything is fine right here. So quick recap, we want to find all the interactions where day could be either 0 or 2. And user 1 and user 2, either of these could be 4. Problem number 2, let's check it out. You are given a list of posts. Of one user. So here you can see FB posts. That means this could be, for example, for user, number 4. For one single user. The table is per user. We have to find the average number of likes. Aggregation function. Let's see here. This is the data. So post ID, posts for one user, post date, number of likes. We have to find the average number of likes. What? There's no way this is just this average likes. There's no way. Wow. That is yeah, great. That's literally it. The average number of likes for this. The average of a column. Great one, Facebook. Amazing. Let's move on to the next one, to something more serious. Problem number 3. Find the complaint ID for the processed could be a filter. Complaints could be a filter. Type 1, definitely a filter. So we have between 1 and 3 filters, and we have to output just 1 column, complaint ID. So let's write that, complaint ID, we're going to write here. Now we have to figure out if processed and complaints in type 1. Type 1 for sure. Type 1 right here. So here, since it's an integer, it says 1, we have to filter for this one for sure, where type equals 1. Now we have here a Boolean processed column, and it says here the processed. So probably where processed equals 1. Again, if we just write it like this, this means it's the same as if we would write equals true or equals 1. Because we're lazy, we're just going to write less, and it looks cleaner as well. Now, complaints, it's not a filter because the table itself is full. Every row is a complaint. So that should be a solution. Let's check it out. It seems 3 and 4. Very easy, this one as well, but not as ridiculous as the previous problem. So we want to find all the complaints where we have 2 filters. Processed is true and the type equals 1. Very easy, this one. Problem number 4. Okay, we have more rows here. To improve sales, the marketing department runs various types of promotions. The marketing manager would like to analyze the effectiveness of these promotional campaigns. In particular, now, what percentage of sales had a valid promotion applied? Only promotions found in this one are valid. So here, percentage of sales, promotion applied, promotions found in this. So for a percentage, whenever we have a percentage, we have to divide at least 2 numbers. In this case, we want to divide the number of sales with promotions divided by right here, the number of total sales. So we have to figure this one out. We have to figure out the total sales, and then we have to figure out the total sales that have had the promotion. Basically, that's pretty much what we have to do. And then here, possibly we have to multiply this by 100, depending on the output. Now let's check out the table. We have two tables. Okay, this one contains promotions, this one contains sales. So here, straight off the bat, very easy. Let's first find the total number of sales here. We're gonna say count. No, actually, because we have to divide by the total number of sales, let's find the total number of promotional sales. We're gonna still say count all, and now we only want sales where this one right here, where promotion ID equals in the other table. So we literally have to simply do an inner join to find the same values. So we're gonna say Facebook sales A, inner join Facebook promotions B. I'm gonna do this on a.promotion_id equals b.promotion ID. And that's literally gonna be our filter. So let's see how many we have. I have no idea why it gave an error. I just reran the code without making any change in it. I don't understand. Anyway, everything is fine here. We have 22 which have been found in the other table. So 22 of them have a promotion ID. Now we have to simply divide this number by the total amount of sales. Now to quickly find that one out, we're just going to use a quick query, subquery. So we're going to select count everything from the Facebook sales without any filters or anything. We just want the total number of rows because one row is one sale. And we're going to call this percentage, the result here, this division here. And let's check the solution. And it seems our solution is 0.73, their solution is 73. So we have to multiply the result by 100. And there we go. There's the final result. So quick recap here. We want, in the data, we have two main parts. I'm just going to make them in orange. So we have this one right here. This one is one of them. And I'll put here in green is the other part. In here in green, we want to find the total sales. And with orange, we want to find total sales with valid promotion. And how are we finding this out? We are basically doing a filter by joining these tables. Because we're using an inner join here, we only want to see rows where the promotion ID is the same. So everything else that is not in this B table is not returned. Therefore, it is being filtered. We only get the total sales with valid promotion this way. And then we divide this, the count from here, by the total sales count, and we find out the percentage. And lastly, we multiply by 100. That's kind of irrelevant. It's more of formatting the number. I wouldn't recommend you actually multiply by 100 ever in these formulas, because usually you want to format it. You don't want to alter the value. And the last one, problem number 5 for today, return the total number of comments received for each user 30 days or less before this date. This is definitely a filter, a group by for each user between a date like this. And we do not output users who haven't received any comment, Right. So let's get started with this one. First, let's see what we have to output. We have to output, let's see how the table looks like. User ID we have to do for each user. So let's just write for each part. For each user, and we have to group by each user. We want to see the total number of comments received. Now let's check it out. Comments, number of comments. It's a column, integer. That sounds like we have to sum them up. Yep, some of them have 2, therefore we have to sum them up. So we're going to say here the sum of this, we're going to call it total comments. So for now, this would be the total comments for each user. But now we need this filter here, 30 days or less before this date. So what that is saying really is where this date, this is the date that created at, where created at is between something here and something here. Now the last date is going to be this one. And now here we have to figure out a way to take away 30 days. And for that, we actually have a special function called date sub. The first argument is the date itself, and then what kind of unit we want to take away. So we want to do interval 30, and then we want them to be days. And that should be our solution right here. Quick intermission, guys. I was just editing and I noticed that I didn't add this one. I didn't address the last part. The last row, do not output users who have not received any comments, right? So we have to, after we sum them up here, sum total comments, we need to check if they are over 0. We forgot to do that. It still works because of the data, but it's not actually the final solution. So just a quick intermission. The final solution has to have, we have to filter for this. For if the comments are more than 0. Otherwise, we do not want to output them. Now, if I just, for fun, put this entire thing up here so we can actually see the value, we're going to get 11th of January. So between 11th of January and 10th of February here, that would be the range. I'm going to delete this part right here. So we have the correct solution. So quick recap, for every user ID, we want to find a total number of comments. So we are going to sum this column up. Lastly, we need to create a filter for created date to be between 30 days before this date. Between this and between this. So that was it for today, guys. Thank you for watching, and if you like these kinds of problems, I highly encourage you to join the StrataScratch community. Consider using the affiliate link in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.